gonna be completely honest. Most of the time, I don't think about death.
Death. That's me.
I don't think about dying. I don't worry about it because I know that when my time has come, when it's time for me to leave this earth, it's just gonna happen. And I can't do anything about that. There's no point in worrying about it. Right? Well, unfortunately, I'm not like this all the time. I am most of the time, but there is still sometimes, few times when I'm in an unstable headspace and I have a preoccupation with death and dying, and I get a little bit scared of the world again. I'm thinking, right, is tomorrow going to be the day that I'm outside minding my own business and someone decides that they're having a bad day? They want to take it out on someone, they see me and bam, I'm gone. Is that what's going to happen? I don't know. And then this got me thinking, what would I do if I knew I was going to die? What would I do? And then all of a sudden my mind's in this loophole, and now all of a sudden I'm thinking, what would I do if there was a zombie apocalypse? Yes, that's right, a zombie apocalypse. Now we are trapped in a bunker. Let's imagine that. Let's imagine that this area around me is a bunker and we are trapped.
What are you telling us, we're trapped like rats?
In this space. We can't get out. The only things we have access to are books, movies, TV shows, and music. Also food. What would you be accessing? And let me tell you what I would be accessing, because first of all, I just want to say what I would. Let's hope that the bunker has hairbrushes. I actually never brush my hair. I brush my hair once a week if I'm lucky, and then most of it falls out in the shower. That is complete and utterly beside the point. Let's talk about the 5 things. We'll take that away. Actually, no. This hand can be for you. This hand is for me. We're going to talk about the 5 things that we would need in this bunker to keep us sustained. Let us begin. I'm going to start off with food.
Wonderful food!
Because, I don't know, I'm hungry and food's kind of on my mind. Right now, I've been going through like a biscuit phase. I like biscuits and I like chocolate. Choc chip cookies. Delicious. The tiny teddies with the chocolate back. Just wait a second. These, they are so delicious. They're so divine. What about Hello Pandas as well? Hello Pandas are a good one. That is what kind of food I would be drinking, right? That's the kind of food that I would be drinking.
Wait a minute!
I mean eating. The zombie panic is getting to me already. My mind is fuzzy. Okay, moving forward. Now I'm going to talk about what book I would read.
Reading? I didn't know you could read.
Now, I have a lot of books. Like, just now on my desk, there's a whole bunch of books stacked on here. Like, I'll just lift up a pile for you. Like, these are just on my desk because my bookshelf is going through it at the moment. But what book would I read? Would I be reading any physical books that I own? No, I wouldn't. Because even though, like, some of them are good.
My good books are ones I picked. The bad ones were recommended from TikTok and YouTube and friends.
There is just something that I'm getting teary. I'm getting teary-eyed thinking about this, alright? The one thing that I would want to be reading is Manacled by Sen Lin Yu. That is what I want to be reading. I want to be feeling all kinds of emotions to distract me from the zombies outside. I saw this edit.
I still see your shadow.
I saw this edit. I'm gonna put it here.
But all the stars they shine above you.
If you read it, you'll know what I'm talking about when I say this. It's just... That is something that I have read so many times. Now, what is Manacled, I hear you ask? Okay, imagine Harry Potter. Voldemort wins. Merged with The Handmaid's Tale. We have Draco, we have Hermione. There's flashbacks, there's a happily ever after, but really it's not all that happy, you know. The first time I read it was so many years ago. Now, normally things that I like when I'm younger, I hate when I'm older. I look back on the things that I used to read and used to watch it, and I'm just like, that was so bad. Why would I like that? But this is different. This, I love it. Does it look like I'm like too far down? Also, why do I look like a beacon of just paleness?
This is the skin of a killer, Bella.
Like, I know it's winter where I live, but like, actually it's not even winter. It's like autumn, but it's going into winter, I think. Actually, I don't know. I have actually never really learnt the seasons. And that sounds really bad to say out loud. I know that February 28th is the last day of summer. I know that because one time I posted a picture on Instagram and like it was on the 28th of February and in my caption, it was the last day of summer. So I know that. Actually, I have no idea. In spring, that's when the birds are like on the full rise. Also, why does this part of my hair look kind of, I don't want to say blonde because the blonde people will get offended.
So you're breaking up with me because I'm too blonde?
They'd be like, that's not blonde hair. Let's talk about my hair for a second, all right? It's a zombie apocalypse. We have all the time in the world. That's my hair color, all right? But sometimes there are just little random light pieces in my hair. So my hairdresser was like, okay, I'll give you these things that are like highlights, but we're not actually bleaching your hair. I don't really know what she did. I haven't really gone back because, like, honestly, it doesn't even look that bad. Like, yeah, there's like a line on my... She found a light piece in my hair and then colored that like half of my head. I just don't know why in this lighting, like, it looks so much lighter than... Is that what it genuinely looks like? Anyways, let's get back to talking about this. What movie am I going to watch, I hear you ask? I'm going to be watching Barnyard. Barnyard is really just, honestly, it's a cinematic masterpiece. You get feelings of sadness, anger. Actually, you get all 7 stages of grief while you're watching that movie. You know, I was watching this video. It was like everything wrong with Barnyard or like rewatching Barnyard as an adult. And I was horrified when I went in that comment section. I was expecting people to be praising this movie, talking about how good it was. Because honestly, I remember my childhood and this movie, it was amazing. That brought me so much happiness as a child, Barnyard. So much happiness. And I see this one comment, and the comment is like, my parents never let me watch this, and I'm so glad that I never did. What? What do you mean you're so grateful that your parents never let you watch it? That just sounds like bad parenting to me. Like, hi, I just wanted to clarify that was a joke. It's a joke. I don't actually think that. I think bad parenting is, you know, looking after your kids and being mean to them. That's bad parenting. I think, you know, not letting your kids watch. It's a joke. Okay, just to clear things up. Like, what's so bad about that movie? It's cartoon animals, all right? The worst thing about that movie is the fact that the boy cows have udders, when, like, in reality, boy cows don't have udders. That's the only thing that someone could see wrong about it. I saw that comment and I wanted to report it because I was just so disgusted inside. I was so disgusted inside. Like, I just wanted to also add that I in fact did not report the comment. That was also another joke. I think I'm a fake Twilight fan now. I don't even know where this randomly came from, but I'm gonna leave it in because I talk about this topic for a very long time. Like, I love Twilight, don't get me wrong. The last time I tried to watch the movie, well, I was at a school camp and my friend had a laptop and so we watched it on her laptop. And then the other night I was sad and so my brother was like, let's put on Twilight. And I told him, no, I don't want to watch that. I think I'm a fake fan. No, I'm not. Literally, no, I'm not. I defended that movie for so many years. I defended that movie for so many years. I'm not a fake fan. I defended it. Everyone was attacking me, being like, Edward's a creep. He's like 100-year-old man standing in the corner of her room. That's problematic. Well, okay. Now, let's talk about music and let's talk about TV shows. I've got quite a lot to say about TV shows. Quite a lot to say. All right. I just need to talk about this for a second. The Society. I watched this many years ago and literally the other day I rewatched it. I'm so mad that they discontinued that because they had so much potential because the entire premise is literally so cool. Kelly, my favorite character, honestly, didn't like Cassandra. When she died, I was like, oh, okay. She was kind of annoying. I don't forget Sam and Grizz. What? First of all, Becca annoys me, and I know that I shouldn't say that. I know I should have compassion for her. She is gonna be a mother, right? She's not saying who the dad is. I think it's like one of those football players, you know?
This whole time?
Yes, bro, relax.
Do you even know how to use it? Law and order, man.
You know the football player? And like his girlfriend is like Christian, and so they were like, let's wait until marriage. I think that he's the dad. Like that makes the most sense. I think Sam is pretending not to be gay so he can be a father to Becca's baby. But Grizz, what about Grizz?
Okay. Wow.
That actually physically pains me. There was this other show that I used to love. It's called Mayor of Easttown. It's so good. Grizz is in that, but like Grizz is not like himself in that. He's like, one thing that I do that I think annoys a lot of actors and actresses is I will literally call them by their role, you know? So like, for example, Edward in Twilight, like I call him Edward. And I feel like that's really offensive to like actors and actresses. And so I just want to apologize for that because I've been doing that my entire life. So Grizz is actor. He's in Mayor of Easttown, and like I love that. So obviously Criminal Minds, I didn't even need to mention that because it's just standard. There's a particular scene, you know, Hotch is still there, Derek is still there, there's not all these like random new people. Off topic, I went bowling yesterday and I cut my finger with my nail. There's always a problem with my nails when I go bowling. The first time I went bowling this year, my nail got ripped off in the actual bowling ball when I threw it, but I did get a strike, and I took photo evidence of that because I got a strike. Also, it's actually so weird, like last week I made a video and I was talking about like how I don't have any friends and whatever, and then my luck started changing, and I think it's because like some girl in my comment section was like, I'm gonna pray for you, and not gonna lie, I was like, okay, I don't think that's gonna do anything. When I went to my little university, things were amazing. Like I literally got given a free spinach and ricotta roll. I'm not gonna buy that myself because I looked at the prices and they're like $6, and I'm like, $6 for that? Actually, I don't know if it was $6, but it was just like, I don't really want to pay that amount of money. And also because the guys who work in the shop kind of scare me because sometimes men scare me, you know? They're intimidating. They're like young men. That's so mean. They're probably like really nice people. Anyways, I got given a spinach and ricotta roll for free. Literally for free, because this guy, he got given 2. It was like buy one get one free. He didn't want it. I don't know why he wouldn't want it. If I got given a free thing, I'd be eating both of them myself. But anyways, he wanted to give it to his friend. Me and my friend over here, I'm sitting next to her, we're having a very deep conversation about the meaning of life and purpose and all that. And then all of a sudden my ears stand up like a dog, you know? And I'm like, spinach and ricotta roll, because I love them. And you know, spinach and ricotta roll, that's an acquired taste. Like not everyone likes them, but like I look to the side and I make eye contact with the friend, and the friend's making eye contact with me, right? And all of a sudden he's like, I think that girl over there wants it. That was so mortifying. But anyways, I got given for free. The guy came over to me and he was like, do you want this? And like, I'm not gonna say no. My luck is turning around. And what else happened that day? Oh yeah, I got invited to do something super top secret, which I'm not talking about because it's super top secret and like I'm not allowed to say anything about it. But I was invited to do something super top secret. I'm gonna be honest, I've forgotten what this top secret thing is. I've forgotten what I'm even talking about here. I feel like there was another thing that like really did happen and I was so excited to talk about it. I can't remember now. But then yesterday I went bowling and it was so weird. I was just talking about how my life is not really voluminous with the social activities. I think people can tell when you're like done with them. This always happens to me. If in my mind I'm mentally deciding to distance myself from people, all of a sudden they're like, hey, wanna hang out? It's very odd, very peculiar, and it's kind of scary. I'm planning on going clubbing in a few weeks, hopefully. Might not happen. I'm not getting my hopes up because whenever I get my hopes up, things never ever work out. Never. You know what? Really good thing you didn't get your hopes up because guess what? Did it happen? No, it didn't. As per usual. I live in Australia, right? Drinking age is 18 and I want to go clubbing so badly, but for so many times, no one said yes. I'd be like, let's go clubbing. Oh no, clubbing is so bad. You've never been clubbing. Why are you telling me clubbing is bad when you've never been? Like, a lot of people can say, oh, it's this, it's that. I don't care. If I think clubbing is bad, I want to make that assumption for myself. Because honestly, I don't see anyone. I don't go out, so I don't see anyone. And I'm doing it purely for the social interaction. That's literally it. Just to be around people, that's all I want. All right? So don't be telling me things about myself. Don't be telling me that I'm not going to like clubbing when I haven't even been. Like one time I was at a club and I was kicked out because I was 17, right? Now no one can kick me out for being underage. And the thing is, I was allowed to be there. I was just minding my own business in the lobby, right? Because like the rule was that you can be with people as long as there's like an adult with the group. But then I went to leave, right? This is so embarrassing. I was standing in the lobby. The security guard comes over to me, the bouncer guy, who first of all, he was very, very, very skinny. So maybe he was like, you know, a ninja in disguise or whatever. But honestly, he also had glasses. And so I was just thinking, I could just knock them down, you know. But I didn't. I was standing in the corner, minding my business. He comes over to me. He's like, you're not 18. He didn't even ask to see any ID. He was like, you're not 18. Open the door for me and point at it. Like I was a dog. What? Anyways, so then I go outside. there's like a pack of drunk men. I've got so many stories with packs of drunk men. If I dealt with them when I was younger, I'm gonna be able to deal with them now, you know? Like the one time I ran away and I was like randomly on this like random street near a forest, right? And there was like this pack of men and they started chasing me. That's a story for another day. But the point being is, actually I don't know what the point being is. See, my mind is just a mess and I say things here and say things there. If I've got no structure, I just rant about things. Like, why am I talking about the time I got kicked out of a club? And why am I talking about the time that a pack of drunk men chased me? Like, in fact, I think that they were probably more scared of me than I was scared of them. You know, because I was just a figure who just randomly emerged from the shadows when I heard yelling and I sprinted. And then obviously, like, if you're going to see some weird dark figure, you're going to be a little bit scared. So that's probably why they chased me down, because they were scared themselves. But like, why do I need to talk about this? What happened to the original plot of the video of me talking about how to survive a zombie apocalypse? Oh well. Oh well. But I'm excited to go clubbing, hopefully. But like, not hopefully, because when we get our hopes up, they can go down, you know what I'm saying? As I said, good news, because it didn't end up happening. You know what? I'm just gonna go by myself. I'm gonna go by myself. Is that dangerous? I don't care. What was this video again? Something about zombies. Right, this is a bunker. Oh, we're talking about TV shows. Right. So Criminal Minds, obviously. I watched the first episode again. I have not finished it, by the way, but I was just like really sad and I was really missing Hotch and I was really missing Derek and I was even missing Gideon, even though I didn't even like Gideon that much. And I was watching the first episode. They look so different. Like, why do they look so young? I also love Sex and the City. That show really did help me when I was sort of scared that I was never gonna have any friends. I'd watch Regular Show because that show is just so stupid, but I love it so much. It was so silly. There were, what? In some of my like older videos, I literally used the intro sound to Regular Show to my videos, but I might actually bring that back. I could. There are a few episodes of The Simpsons that I'd watch. Simpsons do like these Halloween ones, right? There's a specific Halloween one where they do a parody of Twilight. I think that's just so funny. I'd watch that. I think that's enough for the TV shows. I've done my rants for the TV shows that I needed to do. Oh, I've been watching Euphoria lately, like rewatching it, obviously. And I just didn't realize how much stuff they left out of season 2. And I kind of forgot like a lot of things. Are we just like not gonna do a follow-up on that? But I'm talking about Euphoria because this is bringing me on to the next portion of this video. Songs that I'd be listening to. As I was rewatching Euphoria, I'm just like, I forgot how good the soundtrack was. I forgot how good the soundtrack is, not was. Because me saying was, it's like I don't think it, but no. But listening to so many of Labyrinth's songs, yes, of the Euphoria soundtrack. I know that a lot of people are going to be annoyed by that. They're going to say, you only listen to the popular songs. Yes, I listen to the popular songs because they are popular for a reason, obviously. Like, think about that clearly. When people get mad at you for listening to popular songs because it's popular and it's too mainstream, do we ever not consider that sometimes really small artists who never get big, maybe they never get big because their music isn't all that good? You know, have you ever thought about that possibility? So isn't it a good thing when things get popular? Sorry, I just had to defend myself from invisible haters. I always do this to myself. I always think about things that people could potentially say to me. And then I literally have fights with invisible people. It's like, let's pretend that someone said this to me, or let's pretend someone said this to me. What would I do to respond to that? And I'm like, what is the point of doing any of this, you know? That's when I know that I've been inside for too long. This is a very specific request, but I'm gonna say it right now. All right. When the zombies and they're lunging for us, the song that is going to be playing. I changed my mind. Now, when the zombies come in, I want to listen to Don't Stop the Party by Pitbull. That's the song that's gonna be playing. Not what I'm about to say. Don't Stop the Party by Pitbull. Is Two Ghosts by Harry Styles. That's the song that's gonna be playing. Like, in this moment right now, like next week that could change, but right now in this moment, that is how I feel. Something that I genuinely despise with my entire being. What were we just talking about? This is really annoying because I had a really good thing I was gonna say. What was I gonna say? This was really serious. Oh yeah, okay. Something that really annoys me to no end is when a song that I used to like has been ruined by the memory of people. Because every time I listen to it, I just think of certain people or certain things. I blame myself. Sometimes I like to be a little bit overdramatic and extra. And so if I'm feeling a little bit sad about a situation, I will purposefully find songs that fit kind of into my situation and then just pretend that it like fits fully into the situation. Like, there's a song called Who Knew by Pink, and I love that song so very much. Like, it's on my Spotify thing, you know. I can't listen to it. Do you all hear that? Do you all hear that? The zombies, they're coming.